let me just finish this real quick.
Yeah, wrap up. This has been a good talk.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll
put it out right away.
What was the last thing I was saying, Joe? Do you remember? Probably nobody.
We talked about the divisiveness of wrestling, but we also talked about
right now the last thing
education.
Before I got interrupted by somebody.
Secretary of Education, Kamala DEI.
Right. Bro, she's not a dumb chick, and we'll find out September 10th if Trump does go to the fucking to the debate, because he's saying he may not go.
He's got
right, and I think he should go, and I think it'll be a great debate. Because she can go.
I would say this though. I'll be on. Ask what you think about this real quick. Okay.
I think it'll do monster ratings. Yeah.
Okay. It's going to do monster ratings. Period. Does Trump have an argument here? Okay, wanting to change the rule, change the debate location. Okay, and go have Fox do it because he has a legitimate argument here, in my opinion. He already debated Joe Biden. He was supposed to have 2 debates with Joe Biden, right? He beat Joe Biden in the debate so bad that 6 days later they removed Joe Biden off the ticket and replaced him.
Right.
And then they want to just insert the new replacement in Joe Biden's place for the next.
Who did the first one? I don't. ABC.
Right, ABC. Right. So for the next debate, and like bringing in a substitute for Joe Biden without any concessions does not seem very fair. Would you agree with that?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like Trump has
I would have no problem that Fox transmitted it. I would like one moderator that's maybe Fox and then one that isn't Fox.
Exactly.
They should do it honestly though. They should do it on X.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Twitter.
be a bad idea.
They can't.
They should do it on
Elon's a major Trump contributor. That's not a.
No, but if you put the moderator, if you have 2 bipartisan, if you have 2 moderators, one from
then you can get away with
each side.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's not the format.
Yeah, you could get away with that.
It should absolutely be the format.
Yeah.
The biggest platform in the United States right now, with the moderator from one side of the aisle to a moderator on the other side, and one in the middle.
Yeah.
And one in the middle, 3 moderators.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I would have no problem with that. All right.
Nobody should have a problem with that, you know?
Let me curb your enthusiasm and Seinfeld this. We're going to wrap it up from something we did earlier because Conan, you asked, and I'll take 90 seconds about how wrestling fans in your day didn't all battle each other.
Right.
Well, in the mid 90s to late 90s was the hot Monday Night Wars ECW. I'm from Philly. Now, ECW fans would have you believe that it was all fuck WWE, fuck WCW, fuck those guys. The truth is, everyone that I ever saw in an ECW crowd was at Nitro. Everyone I ever saw in an ECW crowd was
the
at
shows
Paul.
Were good.
And Paul worked with Vince, and Paul negotiated with Eric. So that was all horseshit. That was all what do you call it? Creative.
Yeah, fans always belong to a group, whether it's a gang on the streets, whether it's cosplay. Yeah.
Plus, the ECW was the first time ever in the history of professional wrestling that they actively made the fans a part of the show and included them in the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, like they made them that like you're actually one of the selling points of the show, you the fans, right?
Right.
So that's why
even though it was kind of funny because
they kind of cosplayed as fans. They really got into it,
but you know what's funny? Like in WCW and NWA, which is what the wrestling you went to, because I was actually I actually wrestled the NWA's last show. But NWA, if you remember in Atlanta, the same thing as in Puerto Rico. Woo! What would they say when you get hit? Buh. What would they say? Remember?
Oh, woo,
yeah.
Woo,
right.
Right here with
you don't hear that anymore. But remember, the fans were a big part of the thing, just like you heard in Puerto Rico. But Pa Lee was smart enough to make it interactive.
Right.
And to sum up, the ECW fans also, they were part